work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much longer. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's how long that I've been on ya.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Allianceofsurvivorss and also Rainbow Pagan 2. I am posting this on both my pages. I am sorry about the glare on my glasses. Also, my voice is scratchy because I'm actually kind of sick right now. Story before on videos that I posted on Rainbow Pagan for sexual abuse on Allianceofsurvivorss. I have done physical abuse, emotional abuse topics, but I never shared my sexual abuse story. This video is going to be kind of graphic in some areas that I would talk about, so if that will bother you, please do not watch this video. Covered. I was sexually abused from age 6 to 14. As you may or may not know, pedophiles are sick, and with pedophilia, or pedophiles, they will actually stop abusing the victim when they hit puberty. Now, when I was 14, I started going to puberty, so he stopped doing it. And my grandfather was very rich, so when we did take him to court about this, when I think I finally told my mom when I was about 12. Another side effect with people that have been sexually abused or traumatically abused is that they will have hard time retaining their childhood, remembering what happened to them when they were a kid. Unfortunately, that has happened to me. I cannot remember a lot of my childhood, and also my brain has made barriers that I cannot remember everything. Though I do know that my grandfather had sexually abused more than me, you know. And him being a very rich man, being the president of the Ford Motor Company branch in Virginia at the time, he had a lot of power and a lot of money. And when we did bring him to court about this, he got off because he had 6 lawyers to our 1 lawyer. And well, let me get started with the story here. He molested me, and he also penetrated me and basically raped me for many years. And mainly the molestation would happen in the bathtub, and when I would get out of the bathtub, the penetration would start, the raping. Now, he was not the only one that would participate. Well, he would be the only one doing it, but my grandmother, she was sick also, and she would watch him and coach him on to do it to me. The reason I am not crying during this video is because I have been in therapy, talked about this many times, and I've kind of gotten me into it. It still hurts to talk about this, and I still get that lump in your throat, you know, when you're talking about something very personal. But anyhow, yeah, karma's a bitch. First of all, I want to say that my grandmother is now in a hospital. She has no mind. She has advanced advanced. Well, I can't remember I can't remember the name right now. When you get older, some elderly get this, that they can't remember anything. She's basically in a fetal stage again. And my grandfather was actually murdered on his front porch by someone trying to rob him. And if you're religious, they always get what's coming to them in the afterlife. If not, you know, karma's a bitch. But anyhow, he would do this to me in the bedroom after a bath, which makes it very hard for me to take baths because of the fact that I was molested in the bathtub. So I can basically not take baths, I can only take showers. and it's very hard for me to take a bath or a shower, which I did a video about that already on AOS, so please check them out. Anyhow, when he would have sex without my grandma around, he would actually do this either in my bedroom, he called it, where I would stay. The reason he got away with all of this was because it was very hard, because we had split custody, my mom and my dad, at the time. My mom got me 1 week, my dad got me another week, so it was kind of split for a long time. So I kind of had two places I lived. But he would do this to me in my bedroom, and he did it to other children in my same bedroom. And every time he would have sex with me, afterwards he would pay me $100 to keep shut, and that he would kill my mother if I told anyone. And he actually did try to kill my mother a few times. Also, he would, when I would resist, he would hit me with his belt and stuff like that. So I'm sorry if I have blanks. I just can't remember a lot of this, and I've been through a lot of therapy. And also, I found out, that if you don't know, I do have the tendency of self-injury behavior, and a lot of people that have been sexually abused do self-injure. And the reason I found out, the reason why I stopped self-injuring, it's been about 8 months now, is because when I cut myself, I never really cut really deep. I mean, I would cut till I see the blood, and I found out the reason I do that is because when he would have sex with me, when I would see the blood, I would know that it's almost over, or it is over. The sick bastard that he was. And I told my dad about the sexual abuse when I was 9 years old, coming home from breakfast. I will never forget this day, because I still blame myself in some ways of telling my dad. My dad had schizophrenia. And back in the late 80s, early 90s, they did not know a lot about it. You were just considered crazy, and you would do stuff for no reason. And I told my dad about it, and when my grandfather pulled up in the car shortly after, he tried to kill him. He broke the windows and the windshield in the car trying to grab him. And my grandfather called the police, and the police came and arrested him, and my grandfather said that he didn't know what he was talking about, and I was scared to death at the time, so I could not, say anything. And he said, yeah, he's just a young kid, he's scared, and plus he had schizophrenic fits. So my grandfather bailed my dad out that night, and they had him on basically a zombie the rest of his life, till he had a heart attack. My dad died on Valentine's Day, about when I was 20 years old. And when I finally told my mom, I was about 12 years old, and I messed up, and I did not tell them the whole story. I told them about the molestation. I did not tell them about the penetration. And he got off. He had a lot of lawyers back then. My mom said he had a lot, and I cannot specifically remember. But I do remember the second time. He was also a very smart man, because he did not just sexually abuse me in Virginia. He sexually abused me in North Carolina, where he later moved to, and he also sexually abused me in Pennsylvania. Now, in Pennsylvania, when I brought this up later on in my high school years, I remember I brought up and said, yes, he actually penetrated me a lot, and I had to go to cheering youth and all this again, and since it did happen in Pennsylvania also, they tried him in Pennsylvania, and they considered it double jeopardy, but we fought it, and we did get it to go to court, and then he brought 6 lawyers to all 1 lawyer, and eventually got off. But he didn't get off the whole way. He was, the second time, I guess they had a second hearing, and he did not just show up just to where he could fight to not be on the sex offenders list. And he didn't show up, so they put him on the sex offenders list in Pennsylvania. And that was it. But that's basically my story. I hope I didn't go over the 10-minute limit. And I hope you guys all have a blessed week. Bye.
Take this, haters. That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much longer. Man, I've been waiting all night now. That's how long I've been on ya.